on here. You see these.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
On second down, a run by Achane. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Back to the ground, Achane. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, back to Achane. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. A run straight ahead with Achane. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Waddle, the motion man right. Up the middle, Achane.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Tua sets up to pass it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
15. Attack!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, 43, 15.
In motion right is Tony.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
44, ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Come on, 3, kick.
Now Tua.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney,
29 yards.
and the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do in good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Tua going to throw.
That's to Waddle on the quick slam.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From midfield, here's Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down at the 28. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Tua now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they'll give this to Achane. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by Achane.
And the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, dribble in, dribble in.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Escapes the defender. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yellow.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 43.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a pass hauled in downfield. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And just shutting him off there. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
15.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Achane.
And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That will wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run. Achane.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
One more time with Achane.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running left, Achane.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Running right, here's Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though this...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
There on the coverage.
Yellow.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory. So for
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my ratchet.